Hi, this is Jamey with Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about how to teach or demo between two castles. I'm going to talk about it as if I am you explaining the game to someone else about how to learn this game. Obviously, I'm not going to explain all the rules, I'm just showing you how to teach it. These are some teaching methods for the game. The first thing I'd recommend you do is not pre-set up the box. Rather, pull things out of the box. They come in these nice trays to show players that when they're ready to set up the game, all they have to do is pull these out of the box, choose one of the sections, and pick out all the tiles from that section. They're pre-ordered so that there are, well, not pre-ordered, they're pre-organized so there are 9 tiles, 9 random tiles per section. Give each player a throne room tile, and give each player a reference card. And then you are set up and ready to go. And I think this demonstrates to players how easy it is to get this game to the table. The next thing you'll be explaining are the 2 core concepts. One is drafting. Drafting means that on your turn in this game, you will be selecting 2 of these tiles without communicating with anyone. You'll be privately selecting these. You'll be putting them in front of you face down. And then once everyone has done that, you will reveal your tiles and choose one of the tiles to go in the castle on your left and one to go in the castle on your right. And this is the other core concept of this game, that you are building 2 castles, and therefore you have 2 partners, but it is a competitive game. Only one player will win, and you will win by looking at your 2 castles. You'll score the lowest of the 2, and that castle will be your score for the entire game. For the end of the game. You'll score at the end of the game, you'll reveal that lowest scoring castle, and that will be your score for the game. Those are the core concepts. The next thing you'll want to explain using the throne room and the reference card is how you'll place tiles in these castles and what the tiles do. There are a bunch of different tile types that are shown on this reference card. You don't even have to really teach every tile type before you start playing the game. The key thing that you need to explain is the basic iconology. And you'll explain this using the reference card from left to right, using the columns. So the first column shows where the tiles can be placed. You're looking at a side view of the castle. So this is the throne room. You're looking at a side view. The ground is here. And so most tiles, based on the arrows shown on the reference card, can be placed adjacent to an existing tile and above ground. So either on the same level as the throne room or above the throne room or above other tiles that you place next to the throne room. There are also a few tiles that can be placed, or there's one tile that can be placed anywhere in the castle. That's the corridor tile here. Right here, and there are downstairs rooms that must be placed below the ground. Also, you'll want to explain that tiles need support because this is a side view. You can't just have a floating tile that has nothing below it. Underground is okay because it's under the ground. So explain this kind of thematically, that you need something below an actual room to put it there. Unless it's underground, players understand you can put things underground without something above them or below them. And there are also some tiles that have blue borders. I don't think I have one here to show you, but there are some tiles that have blue borders. They are clearly outdoor rooms, and it should be intuitive to players that you can't build above those outdoor rooms because they're open air. There's nothing, you can't put something above them. The next column here shows placement rules. Again, you don't have to go through and explain what each of these tiles does. All you have to do is explain that at the end of the game, we're going to score points. So for example, this one says we're going to score 2 points for each tile type that is above or below this tile. So that is a yellow tile that we're looking at there. So if I have the morning tea room, and you might use an example tile to show players as you're showing them how this iconology works. This tile itself is the white tile shown in the iconology. It's very small here, but players will have this right in front of their face, so it won't be very small for them. So this tile is that white tile, and it is looking for this tile type directly above or directly below that. Once players understand that iconology, they'll understand the rest of this column. They may have some questions. You might just give them a moment to think up, to look through these iconological explanations and see if they have any questions, and then you can move on to the last concept, which is to tell players that in this game you get bonuses whenever you place the 3rd tile of a type, of the same type, anywhere in one of their castles, and they get a bonus for placing the 5th tile of any type in their castle. You don't have to teach what those bonuses are yet. Just tell players that it's good to get 3 of the same type of a tile in one of their castles, and when they do, they'll get a bonus, and you can explain what that bonus does. Or they can even look at the reference card. Most of them are pretty intuitive, but in the game they can ask their partners or ask you what those bonuses do. If you are just demoing this game, I would recommend playing one half of the draft. So normally you would play a full draft of 9 tiles passing to the left, and then a full draft of 9 tiles passing to the right. For a demo, I would just recommend doing one draft. Do one half of that draft. It'll take maybe 10 or 15 minutes if you're able to get players just to start playing. Maybe a little longer if not. If so, they could just do a few tile placements and get the hang of it. That is how to teach or demo Between Two Castles of Madkin Ludwig. Thanks.